Look at that. Look at that. I finally figured out. It just occurred to me. Why is it we get all this junk mail? See, the funny thing is on the back of this one, I saw zone and I turned it and I said Warrior Zone. I said, what the hell's that all about? Somebody's doing commercials for the Warrior Zone, but then I turned it over on the other side. It's Exterior Zone. Huh. It lured me in. But yeah, why we get all this junk mail? They say we're trying to save the planet. Still, we're just pulping the shit out of every tree in the fucking woodlands for this. Just doesn't make sense with the whole scheme of things, you know? Because they're schemers. You were a schemer. And you see what happened to you. Yeah, I realized this is why they send out these little community bulletins with all the ads that nobody ever looks through. I do. Sometimes I've gotten slack. But it's so they can carry our fucking mail. The mailman can carry the damn mail without shit just flying everywhere to the point that he's like, I don't know what's to do. They got it all situated. I guess that's the only reason they send these things out. A rubber band would do, but yeah. Well, no, we didn't take Vietnam. If we'd have taken Vietnam instead of pulling out and then Nixon screwing up and getting in hot water and having to let go all the contracts that he had with the regulars, you know, in South Vietnam, what you'd call it now. We would have kept, they were at a point where they were effective in fighting. We were supposed to be pulling out and keeping them in munitions and, you know, war machines. And then he screwed up. That's the way I understand it. He screwed up and he couldn't follow through with the stuff that he had promised. And so if he hadn't fucked up, and I don't know what the big deal was back then. Look at the way things are now. I mean, if that was a problem back then, yeah, let's make America great again. Let's make it where you fucking get a president that says, I have fucked up real bad. I quit. I'm not giving up. I quit. See, make America great again. If you had a fucking president that realized he'd just been a little bit too much of a jackass, he'd get out, you know, which could be said for anybody. Yeah, if that hadn't happened, we would have had Vietnam. We would have said it was theirs, but we would have gotten compensation. What we would have gotten is all those rubber trees, all the rubber and the oil or something, rubber and something else that they say they were fighting over in Vietnam for with the rubber. So we would have plenty of rubber bands that you could just fucking rubber band each of your things. It's cheap. It's nothing. It's made from the blood of Viet Cong babies. You know, we got these things. But it makes me feel so smart finally figuring out why they keep it together. Because if it was just this, walking around, being that we didn't get Vietnam like we wanted to, they'd have no rubber bands. It'd just be this shit flying everywhere. And it wouldn't be long till you get a fucking Vietnamese fucking veteran going postal on the neighborhood.